the best team in Kansas?
Wichita State's the best team in Kansas. Charles Koch Arena is the loudest and best arena in the nation. I hear Allen Fieldhouse mentioned. I hear the Rupp Arena in Kentucky mentioned. Nobody touched us. We like Andrew Wiggins, but we are extremely proud to have Nick as our Wiggins.
Wiggins lays it in.
Wiggins, oh my goodness.
Nick Wiggins, who of course is the older brother of Andrew Wiggins.
It's always interesting when the younger brother or the younger sibling gets more of the attention.
You know, I think while he's probably proud of seeing his younger brother and some of the things that Andrew's been able to do, I think they're probably also a part of him saying, hey, I'm a player too. And seeing the ascension and seeing the opportunity and the possibilities, I mean, if that wouldn't help to drive you, help to give you a little bit more motivation, I'm not sure what would.
For him to be the type of person that he is, he's happy for his brother. He's still going to work towards what he needs to do. They're two different people.
I do know that he works at his game religiously.
Here's Wiggins. Wiggins at three.
I do think it's good, though, to kind of demark that not everybody goes into the NCAA and they're a one and done player. Some players, they need the time. And Nick, is taking that time and growing, and hopefully the sky's the limit for him.
The guys who go down to the U.S. as freshmen and they're not heralded, they work their way into the starting lineup and they build from there. Those are the really neat stories. And I always think of Wichita State and Nick's role there as being one of those.
Every time our boy Nick hits a three, you gotta throw the goggles up. Some of that.
Man, it's love, man. Playing here, the fans are crazy. The atmosphere is always crazy. Every home game was sold out, so it's just a blessing, man.
Honestly, being a Shockers is something special, man. We have one of the best crowds in home games in the country. And it just feels like everybody's on top of you, and supporting you and showing you love.
For CJ, he always rocking the zero, so you gotta put it up, and you gotta put the zero up.
I came on a visit here, and I knew that my best friend, Nick Wiggins, he was actually coming here on a visit, and he told me about it, so I gave him a chance. Came down here, they showed me a lot of love.
One of my best friends, a lot of people don't have an opportunity like that to go to school with somebody that they grew up with or someone that's from their hometown. Every day after practice, we're one of the two last guys to leave the gym, working on our game, We're not satisfied. We're being here, we're winning games, but we can't let up. Canada's watching us, everybody's watching us. I feel like we got Canada on our back.
Those two, to call them fan favorites would be an understatement.
Ready? No, you are a little dude.
We're a family here, and they're a big part of it.
Wichita State.
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 Wheat Shockers there for the first time since 1965.
A lot of teams playing college basketball. You were one of the 4 left playing last year. What was that experience like for you?
Just being in the atmosphere, seeing the teams I've seen playing on TV, it was like a dream come true.
Wichita State knocks off the #1 team in the country, and the Shockers dancing to the Sweet 16.
They're going to the Elite Eight for the first time since 1981.
Collectively, America tearing up their brackets.
I don't feel like the last year's Final Four has hit me yet. I probably won't. I don't know why, but it's hit some of the fans and, great memories, stuff like that. But I feel like, we could do it again and we can go further than that.
You guys went far last year, but Cinderella didn't bring it all the way home. What's the biggest difference between the team this year in comparison to last?
This year, we're hungry, man. We know what we can do. We've seen it last year, and, we had, like you said, it was Cinderella to the Final Four. We don't feel like it was a Cinderella. We feel like we belonged in every game.
Wichita State, do we really think they're the real deal?
They are real deal. They're 34-0, man.
34, but did they play any real teams?
They played a team. Wait, why is it their fault the other teams suck? I hate that. Seriously, I hate that. They played the teams on their schedule. It's not their fault. We played a lot of good teams, Alabama, a lot of BCS schools, and we beat them. So there's a lot of teams this year that we wanted to play, didn't want to play us. So what does that tell you?
There's elite teams that don't want to play us that we've reached out to. I wouldn't think that they would continue on with that stuff, the hate and stuff like that after last year when we knocked out Ohio State, knocked out #1 seed Gonzaga. But, when you're playing so well, man, what else can they say?
Wolves don't worry about what the sheep guys say.
It definitely fuels us. You know, Coach says don't listen to the haters, block all the haters out. You know, we know what we can do, and we know how good we are as a team. If you're not black and yellow, then, hey, we ain't worried about you.
There's times where I talk to Nick about it, and we're just like, man, like, we can really do this, bro. Like, I remember at the beginning of the year we was talking about it, and I was like, bro, we can really be undefeated. And everyone's like, oh no, one game at a time, and you can't think like that. I'm like, it's in my heart, and I feel like in my heart right now this year that we're gonna do something special. Shocking the world and just being in the position, anything's possible.